The 11th Socioeconomic Panel Conference brought together more than 120 researchers from 10 countries in diverse disciplines, including economics, sociology, psychology, and health science. What they all share in common, they're doing research based on the socioeconomic panel data.
What is so special about the SOEP conference?
Well, the SOEP conference brings together junior and senior researchers from all over the world to present their latest research results. And for us as data providers, it is really important to be in contact with our data users.
In 14 parallel sessions over 2 days, conference participants presented 60 papers and 19 posters. U.S. sociologist Patricia McManus gave the opening keynote lecture comparing the life risks and outcomes of immigrant children in the U.S., the U.K., and Germany.
Patricia McManus is a well-renowned sociologist, not only in the U.S. but worldwide. And she has been one of the first SOEP data users in the U.S. and has published in highly regarded journals like American Journal of Sociology, Social Forces.
Oh yes, today I was talking about children of immigrants and the life risks that they're exposed to in the home. So from the ages of 0 through 16, birth through 16, immigrant children are exposed to either different, well, let's just say different circumstances. And so I was specifically looking at high education, low education, high income, low income, and health today. So the main findings were that in all three of these countries, immigrants experience some form of disadvantage. That is, immigrant children were living in households that were disadvantaged in terms of the life risks they were exposed to, in terms of education, or employment, or income, or pervasively health. With the exception of the UK, immigrant children were exposed to households that had less healthy outcomes than the children of non-immigrants.
Jacques Silber from Bar Ilan University in Israel held the second keynote lecture. He discussed the effects of globalization and labor market institutions on inequality.
In our program, the other focus is on inequality in households, comparing individuals. And Jacques Silber is one of the leading experts in this field.
The most important conclusion I read is the importance of a labor market institution. It seems clear that the weakening of labor market institutions in the Western world has led to a decrease, at least in wage inequality.
My name is Anja Oppermann. Our paper is about the impact of the German parental leave reform on breastfeeding.
Hi, my name is Julia Dietrich from the University of Jena, and in this paper we look at how gender-related beliefs are socialized. And what are gender-related beliefs? It's what people think how men and women are, and it's what people think how men and women should behave. So should women go to work or should they stay home? And we look at whether education has effects on this, whether age has effects on this, and whether cultural conditions have effects on this.
The conference ended with an awards ceremony. Bruce Heddy and John Heisken-Deneau talked to us about the award winners.
Let me say something about the Felix Buppel Award, which is really an award that's given every 2 years for kind of a lifetime achievement in working with the SOEP data, the magnificent SOEP data. This year there were two winners. Jenny Hunt, who's a professor of labour economics at Rutgers University in the United States, who used to be a great footballer actually on the Dave A soccer team, but she's now a very distinguished labour economist who works on issues of employment and unemployment, and she's now actually working for the US Treasury. She's on leave. The other winner this year was Thomas Klein, who's a professor of sociology at Heidelberg University and the director of the Max Weber Institute, and you know, we all know it's the 150th anniversary of Max Weber's birth this year, and he's done wonderful work on health and the sociology of the family.
The scientific committee was of the opinion that the best paper was presented by Christoph Wunder from the University of Nuremberg. And his paper deals with combining stock market data with economic expectations. So stock market data are used as determinants of economic expectations using the SOEP data. The second prize was given to Wouter Suizen, who is from the University of Essex, which also produces our sister study, the BHPS in the UK.
I find that using German data, young adults who are from a disadvantaged background are affected far more by rising unemployment rates than the advantaged. So if you have the same qualifications, same work experience, the gap between someone from an advantaged background and a disadvantaged background widens rapidly in employment probability, wage, and overqualification.
So all in all, it was a great conference, and we had very high quality presentations and papers submitted. So the scientific committee was really, really happy with these two choices.